Hi there, I'm Bevis Moynan here from Magenta Coaching Solutions office on this November autumn/winter evening. Trick-or-treat night last night, which was also fascinating, seeing all the young kids dressed up and having such fun. And I wanted to share this video around, and this, if you like, knowledge that has really helped me as a coach, trainer, consultant, trainer of coaches and consultants, NLP trainer, motivational map senior trainer, crikey, there's a lot of titles in there. One of the things that's made a significant difference to me in the lives of many of my clients is this knowledge of the difference between the ego and the true self, because it can feel in life sometimes that there's a battle going on. The battle between doubt and clarity. The battle between confidence and imposter syndrome. The battle between taking action and staying safe. You see, when you understand more about the mind and neuroscience, and maybe spirituality too, or maybe even religion, or whatever it is that gets you moved or gets you inspired, you begin to understand that spirituality, for example, and neuroscience and quantum physics are inextricably linked, in that we can now prove that thoughts have a frequency, and that if you're feeling good, you're thinking more clearly than if you're not. Which is a beautiful thing, because then we realise that our emotions are here to teach us something. We realise that if we're not feeling good, then we probably aren't in the best place to make decisions at that point. So when we understand that the ego, for example, the ego is always the voice of doubt. It's always that little nagging voice telling you not to do something, has the emotions of fear with it, or anger and frustration, that emotions and thoughts about how somebody's done you wrong and how someone else is to blame, or the voice of guilt and shame and regret about how you've done something wrong and how you're to blame. And basically the ego is the voice that keeps you stuck. It's that inner dialogue, that voice that keeps you stuck, that we've all had. We all have, and we all have to a lesser or greater extent. It is linked with your body of pain. The more scar tissue that you have got, the more you will experience that inner dialogue. Because it's often fed by our body of pain, our negative emotions from the past, which then get triggered through an external event, and also this whoosh of emotion, and it feels almost out of control. That voice of doubt just escalates, and the best thing you can do in that moment is nothing, because we all know that self-sabotage in life happens when we act on negative emotion. You wouldn't run a computer program, get gobbledygook out, and then act on it, but that's exactly what we do in our life when we act from a place of anger, or we let fear get in the way of our decision-making process of doing something we know deep down we really want to do. The true self, however, is the real you. It is pure awareness. It is love. It is joy. It is peace. It is acceptance. It is courage. It is harmony. It collaborates rather than isolates. It moves towards rather than moves away from. It loves as opposed to hates. It has compassion and empathy, without getting attached into somebody else's drama. So finding and connecting with your true self is finding and connecting with the real essence of who you are. It means that you can live life with peace, joy, love, compassion, empathy, and all of the good stuff. And actually, when you connect to your true self, guess what? You actually take yourself a little bit less seriously. You actually stop taking your thoughts so seriously, because most of them are nonsense. And I mean that with all sincerity. You have 12 to 60,000 thoughts a day, and most of them are absolute nonsense. So I hope that thought for today has been useful, and hopefully I look forward to seeing you on an intro day, an NLP intro day, or maybe a webinar, or connecting online or via social media. It'd be lovely to hear from you, and I look forward to working with you or speaking with you or meeting you in person at some point in the future. Thank you.